What's good, everybody? We ready for another show? It's the Two Dudes Podcast. I'm Rick. That's Kevin. What's good, Kev?
I've been better. Uh, my mindset matches the weather outside, real cold.
Have y'all been getting a lot of snow your way?
We got dusting yesterday, but the snow on the ground is pretty much gone now. For the
Uh,
most part.
I wish we could say that. We got hit with ice this morning.
We were supposed to get ice and stuff today. I don't know if it actually happened because I refused to go anywhere today. So
Hey,
if we did, I don't know about it
if you ain't got to, don't do it.
exactly.
So,
I'll go out later and I'll take the trash out. That's it.
so we got a good one for everybody today. I want to talk about a couple things. First things first, get the preliminaries out the way. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure that you hit that subscribe button, like this video, make comments. Let's beat that algorithm so that we can continue to grow. And if you want to, send us a question, comment on YouTube, or email us at the two dudes podcast at yahoo.com. As always, I want to start off the show. Kev, how was your week?
Week or weekend? What are we talking about?
Let's go weekend and
Okay.
bring us current.
Weekend was cold, man. It was, oh my God, it was so cold. My the youngest had two soccer games. The oldest had one. Man, Friday, cold. Saturday, not as cold. Then go to the other field, cold. Just was out there, just, on fire. I should say on ice. I, I could use a bowl of grits or something, just hot. Not hot, unnecessarily cold. That's how cold it was. I can't get my words straight thinking about it. But I got 2 more weeks. I'll be glad when the season's over. That man, ridiculous.
What's their record like
Outside
right now?
that, you said what?
What's their record like right now?
Uh, both they well, honestly, I think the youngest done won maybe 2 games. So she's probably let's say they played 9 games. She got 2 left. So she's probably two. I say 2, 4, and 1 is probably what their record is. And the oldest team, they finally won a game. Oh, they tied the game last week or week before last. They won one this week. They beat the brakes off the team this past week. I was so happy. It made me enjoy the cold watching them whoop somebody's ass. They getting their ass whooped. So they probably 1, 4, and 1, some shit like that. It's one of those growing pains. Just like I told you, team sucks. Just get better. There was no other way to put it. I ain't about to lie to her like they suck. Just get better. Because this co-ed stuff, a lot of these coaches' mindset is, I only got to have 2 girls. I'm going to get the bare minimum. Her team, the coach is like, hey, whoever want to play can play. So he got a mix of male and female on his squad. So, it's different. But I don't know. She having fun out there. She getting it. So that's all that matters. Man, so after the game, they both done play. It's cold weather, been freezing. I was like, I'm gonna let y'all decide what we're gonna do for dinner. And wherever y'all want to go, my treat, like they was gonna pay for it. And why do parents say ignorant shit like that, like their kids really go do something? Just like they
Hey,
was gonna pull
one
out
can
money.
dream. One can dream.
Man, if they ain't working, that's a dream you don't need to have. So they were like, they wanted pizza. Man, I called Pizza Hut. Was like, let me get the big box or whatever. I literally had like 2 pizzas, breadsticks, wings, ordered the little Cinnabon things so they had a snack, and told them extra cheese and sauce. Why did they tell me $38? I said, what did you give me?
Was there
They
some
told
gold in that box?
man. And then she goes, I was like, all right, whatever. I'm trying to, they done been in the cold. They've been out there playing. I've been up under a blanket. Whatever. I'll pay the 38. Then she gonna say, yeah, that'll be there in 80 to 90 minutes. Bro, no, before that she says, do you want to leave the driver a tip? I couldn't catch myself. I said, fuck no, I ain't leaving him no tip. Then she was like, it'll be 80 to 90 minutes. I said, man, cancel that shit. I said, I ain't about to wait 90. I said, cancel that. Please go ahead and cancel that ASAP. So cancel that. Ended up going to Papa Murphy's, got that to go, had dinner ready within like 25 minutes of us getting home.
Oh
Like, the
wow.
hell was that 90-minute wait? I don't even like Pizza Hut. So waiting 90 minutes was like torture for me. About that shit, chill, watch the Raiders get their ass whooped, watch the Chiefs whoop ass, so it was a good Sunday. And then, shit, Monday it snowed, temperature was cold, older soccer practice got canceled. So I was loving that and, took the girls to their moms for the week. And now it's just me and the boys here. So it's been a low-key week for me.
So, I don't know where to start. I mean, you know the whole deal with my whole week last week, and then this week has just been waiting on pins and needles to get information.
Yeah.
And my weekend pretty even keel. Working on some artwork because I'm doing them 30 days of artwork, the Inktober project.
Are you about done?
Yeah. What is this, the 27th? So we just got, 28, 29, 30, 4 more days to go. 4 more pictures. And I'm at that point where I'm like, oh shit, what am I gonna do? I'm running out of ideas. So, but you know me, I'll come up with something every night, present it first thing in the morning. Yeah, just like you, Sunday, I watched my squad get their ass kicked. It was horrible. Okay, look, first of all, what I want to say about that, and this is true, the NFL shows favoritism to Tom Brady, do they not?
Brady has his moments.
Favoritism. He can deflate some balls and still win a Super Bowl. Favoritism. Okay, I'm not even going there. We were scheduled to be the Sunday night game, were we not? Everybody who's been on the COVID, yes, we were. I'm looking at the schedule right now. We were the Sunday night game. Everybody who's faced anything related to COVID this year has been moved to either Monday or Tuesday. How we get moved up to the Sunday afternoon game?
Reason why you got moved up is because y'all team had false positives. And your team pulled them off the COVID list as if it never happened. So therefore, as they're moving stuff around, y'all moved up. And with your record,
we were never why would we move up? Then just leave us where we are at.
You wasn't your record don't make you a primetime game. Remember, the NFL has the right to move you about your record as far as primetime games.
Right.
So with y'all record being the great record that it is, they moved y'all up and they pulled down what they consider to be a better game. And what was the Sunday game? What was it?
I believe it was the Eagles and who was the Sunday game?
Was it the Eagles in Green Bay? No, Eagles in Green Bay.
No. Maybe it wasn't the Eagles. I'm trying to remember now who it was.
Arizona Seattle was the Monday night game. That would have been a good game. No,
it was Arizona Seattle.
Seattle, Arizona.
Yeah,
that's
Chicago LA was the Monday night game. But still.
Oh, you got bumped for the better game.
I agree now, but in hindsight, it wasn't the better game. Because I thought Arizona would got smashed.
Yeah, Arizona got a little squad.
Yeah, but like I told you, I'm not mad about us being 3-3 because I said if we can come out 3-3 after these first 6 games, we'll be looking good. Because 3-3.
I thought that was 2-4.
No, you got us confused with some team in San Diego, or they're in LA now. Now we in the easy part of the schedule. We get an Odell Beckhamless Cleveland Browns, then we get those Chargers, then we get them Broncos, then we see y'all again. Then we get the Falcons, the Jets, the Colts, the Chargers, the Dolphins, and the Broncos.
Yeah. And, the Chiefs did, like I said, we'd have at least one loss around this time. And unfortunately, I knew the loss would be to you guys, but I wanted it to be Buffalo because your game was a trap game, plain and simple. We had those 3 back-to-back games the way it was set up, and that was a trap game.
That's true.
And unfortunately, we fell in that trap. That's why I hate the Jets game this weekend. That's another trap game. Because people don't realize the Jets had the game won last Sunday. They put up about 27 in that game before they took that L. They had that game what looked like it was in control, and then they just tricked it off at the end.
Here's the thing, though. This is why it won't be a trap game. Your new running back has a point to prove. He about to go off.
Running back, didn't he look good those couple of runs he had?
Yes, he did. It made me wonder what the hell is wrong with Adam Gase.
You got to know how to run, and you got to replace your line.
I firmly believe if Adam Gase is replaced, that team will start winning games.
Yeah, but like I said, you got to replace that line. You can't have 3 potential Hall of Famers retire and you just say next man up when he's a journeyman. No, you got to replace that man.
Right.
And they just this season drafted not several, but drafted a lineman.
Yeah, that's not the way to go about it.
Not at all.
Speaking of dumb coaches and dumb teams, though, what's the deal with Miami? Most of that squad is revolting because they don't like the fact that Tua has been named the starter.
And I'm glad they're doing that. But before I talk on that, I just want to go back to the Kansas City game one more time because it was the best game of the week. Didn't you love how Andy sprinkled Bell, then pulled him back? You didn't see Bell in the fourth quarter. You saw him like once or twice second quarter, once or twice third quarter. Each time, 15, 10-yard gainers, 12 yards. I think he finished like 30 or 40 some yards carries.
Yeah, Andy was like a kid with a new toy. Let me try this, let me try that. Hadn't quite read the instructions yet. Just wanted to see what it could do.
And what I like about it, though, Bell's coming. He could have went this way to avoid the hits. He came straight at the hits to show that he's still what he is. And I enjoyed that. And I also like the fact he done pissed that rookie off. That rookie ain't trying to lose his job. He is not.
That is true. I was going to bring that up.
That first run he got for that touchdown, he ran over so many motherfuckers. I was like, who done pissed him off? Then they go show, I forgot, Bell on the sideline. Oh, they done seen some shit in practice already that makes you be like, oh.
What that reminds me of, you didn't see the Raider game the week before last. Who was it that they played? It was Kansas City. You saw that game. Do you remember when Josh Jacobs hobbled off for a minute and Booker ran that 23-yard run?
Yeah.
Josh hurried up and got his ass back in that huddle.
Yeah.
It was the same situation. He's like,
because like I said, I was watching Travis yesterday doing his interviews, and he was saying how
Tiger Trav.
You said what?
Tiger Trav.
Yeah, King of the Hoes. Yeah, they had said already he was showing the type of player he is. That he in practice already like, all right, what you need, what you want, what we doing. And running back, he's there. Whatever Andy would have told that motherfucker go play on 435. He'd have been out there tackling cars. They're like, he's been in practice, and there ain't been no front. That's how he get down. And I was like, that's what I want to hear. That's what I want to see. So all these motherfuckers, what is he gonna do? What is he gonna do? He came out there and put in.
I already knew what he was gonna do. He's a football player. Now, granted, he wanted his money. He got his money because the Jets still got to pay him. So he ain't got nothing to worry about. Now he's gonna do what he's gonna do. He would have did that for the Jets. The Jets didn't use him how he's supposed to be used.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? This is another one of those things where how we both like Andy. Andy's a good coach. This solidifies how good Andy Reid is. So I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna front. That was a ballsy move by Brett Veach. And it's working out. However, I don't think he'll do it, but if he was to become a distraction or cause problems, it could hurt the team.
Oh no,
Now,
they'll
this
get
is where I believe that he's not that kind of player, but his former teammate in Pittsburgh has shown to be that kind of player. And guess who Tampa Bay is about ready to sign?
I ain't know about ready. He signed.
The house of cards is about to crumble.
I wanted to because Mike Evans needs the ball.
And see, what is the thinking process in Tampa? Why would you go out and get a receiver when you got a receiver?
You go get Antonio because you got Mike Evans, you got Chris Goodwin, and you got Gronk. Name another receiver.
Yeah, that's a good point, but I wouldn't want the
Mike
head
Evans
case.
can catch all over the field, but he don't have the burners to stretch the field. Goodwin can stretch the field, but he's not consistent. And if you notice, like 3 body sizes smaller than what he was. So he ain't banging and going deep like that. He should never be going deep like that to begin with.
Yeah.
So Gronk is like a legit tight end now. He's not Gronk anymore. He's just Gronkowski now. I probably could body his weak ass at linebacker.
This is one of those teams where I firmly believe that when it starts to go wrong, it's going to go real wrong.
Well, according to everybody, they're the greatest team in the NFC right now.
Really? I'm not seeing that. There's a team in Green Bay that would beg to differ.
Green Bay's questionable. Because name another receiver besides Devontae Adams.
Okay. There's a team in Seattle that would beg to differ.
I'll give you that one. Because, I hate to say it, but Lockett whooped your ass.
Yes, he did. I know all about that. So that brings me to them fantasy games. Bro, I was up 120-90. Dude only had 2 players left, and one of them was Lockett. It hurt me to my heart. I lost 145-120. One man put up 45 points.
Lockett reminded them why they don't need AB. He reminded them what he used to do at K-State. Can't be mad at him for it.
No,
I just felt bad because I hit you up. Was like, man, you got that W. You got it.
Yeah, you was like, congrats. I woke up the next morning like, what?
What makes it so bad? Because you texted me like 5 something that morning. I was up and saw the text, and I was like, yeah, I ain't responded back yet. All I heard was Price is Right.
You did one of them Homer Simpsons. You fall back into the bushes and fade away.
Man, I saw it. I put my phone down. I just rolled back up, and I was like, I'm about to make myself go back to sleep.
It hurt me. First of all, I couldn't believe it because, I just went up there to look at I wanted to see, did I just barely win? Did he even score another point? And then when I saw that his number was darker than mine, before I even looked at the number, I saw that mine was gray, his was black. I'm like, oh no, what just happened? And I saw that 145, it was like burning my retinas. And I was like, you got to be shitting me. And I scrolled down and I saw Lockett, 45 points. This motherfucker got more points than a QB and a running back combined. I couldn't believe that. I shouldn't have went to sleep on that game. I should have stayed up the whole time.
It was a good game. It was a damn good game. It was
And see, the problem is,
it's the future versus the present. But you forget Russell Wilson been in the league a good little minute now, so it is.
Yeah.
But him and the old boy, they was battling each other. It's just Patrick Patterson or Peterson, whatever. He made an interception in the end zone when Russell called himself throwing the ball away. And, I mean, that nigga, he straddled the line to make that pick. Most corners will just let it go out of bounds. Patrick's like, I need those stats. I done got burnt on 2 touchdowns helping the safety, so I need those stats.
Man, it hurt me.
Twice.
So, we both took that L in the fantasy league. It is what it is, which is what it is. But we on the come up in the picks league. Well, you on the come up. You on the come up. I slipped down 1 spot. I am now back down in the 4th place. I'm 1 or 2 points behind the 1st and 2nd place team.
God, no, I was 6 before this past week.
You are cuatro now.
Oh shit, on the come up.
Yes, number 4. So you right behind me on my heels. I'm looking back at you. I'm only clinging to a 1-point lead over you. So,
That's
make
good shit.
make them picks good this week.
That was good shit.
And just like I said last week, we in the midseason form. We need to start making some good, solid, strong picks. And
Yeah.
in doing so, sometimes you can't play it safe. Sometimes you gotta, reach back there. If I
Yeah.
had picked Arizona, I'd probably be in second place now instead of fourth. Oh wait, I'm in fourth. You're in fifth. Sorry, you're in fifth. You're one behind me, but
I'm top 5,
yeah.
Dead or
But
alive.
yeah, I slipped down one. You on the come up, so we both need to pick strong this week. Hey, if we can finish 1-2 in the picks league,
I mean, yeah, when
man,
you come in second, yeah, that's cool.
the way I look at it, that's promotion for the podcast. See, tell everybody if y'all listen to the podcast, you see we know what we're talking about.
They will see I know what I was talking about. But,
Well, I'd be first, you'd be second, so they'd know that I was, know what I
I
was
got
talking about.
to frog you after this week, so
See, because you about to watch the greatest comeback in fantasy league history too, because I'm about to rip off 3 straight wins and turn the ship around.
you
I got
3
no
and 4.
choice.
We 7 games in. We only got 6 weeks left before the playoffs.
That's why I got to get it going. That's why I got to
I'm
get it
done.
going.
I'm not about to win 6 straight. I know I'm done. The
Hey,
Titanic gets sunk. I'm
it's
2 and
never
4.
over until it's over.
No, it's over. I'm 2 and 5. Motherfuckers can't stay healthy. McCaffrey being out all that time hurt me. T.Y. Hilton forgot he's a professional athlete. It just defenses have been shitty for me. Dad was killing it. I put in Josh and he wanted to be subpar. I can't catch a break.
I got to put these guys away. I'm losing back-to-back weeks off of this final player. Granted, Lockett had 45 out-of-body experience. The week before that, the guy I played had whoever Buffalo played, whoever their the opponent's kicker was,
Yeah.
kicking all them the Titans had the Titans kicker. So I'm like, oh, you got to be kidding me! Every time I looked around, the Titans were scoring a field goal or a touchdown, and he just crept up, and I ended up losing by a couple points. So I got to put a team away before they get to their final player.
That's got to hurt a little bit.
It does hurt because I'm starting to go the wrong way, and it's not only that, I'm starting to lose in all these crazy ways. It hurts. It hurts.
Be consistent. Now, going back to what you were saying about Miami, I'm glad the team's acting divided because Fitzmagic ain't did nothing to lose that starting job. Just like Chicago should have been saying something about Foles. He ain't did nothing to lose about Foles taking the job from Trubisky. Trubisky ain't did nothing. These players need to stop acting like bitches.
Hold on. You right about Fitzmagic. Fitzmagic should be the starter still. You wrong about Trubisky. Trubisky's been garbage since day one.
But
He should have never started the season.
This season, he's been controlling that garbage. He's been more like hot dog water than he has been trash. He's been controlling the bullshit. The last game that he got pulled, yeah, he threw 2 picks, but shit, they wasn't in the game. Foles got him in the game because it was Atlanta. Trubisky probably would have did the same thing.
Here's the thing about hot dog water. If you let it sit for a couple days, it does get stagnant. So you know what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's going to be nasty. It's going to be moldy. It's going to be nasty and moldy.
But Fitzmagic, they had no business benching him. And he went on who's our guy, the comedian that used to kick for the Colts?
Damn it. I know you're talking about. I can't
he was on his show. He was on his show. Was it? No, not McCaffrey. McAfee. McAfee. Yeah. He was on his show talking to him. And they questioned it too, and he said it hurt more than anything. He said most teams that he's been on, when he gets benched, it's because he did something wrong. He said this came out of left field. He actually didn't know about it until the media told him about it. Now, how wrong is that? when your coach don't even tell you, oh, hey, we're gonna go ahead and start the young guy. He had to get a call from somebody in the press for real. I mean, if somebody at my job said, hey, Rick, we're not gonna need you anymore, I would respect that more than, getting a phone call from somebody saying, hey, your job let you go, man.
In today's world, unfortunately, that's how a lot of things get handled. Lots of you don't find out till after the fact, and also a lot of stuff no one does what they say they're gonna do. Me being out here in this job search world, you know how many times I've been told you'll know something in the next week or two, and I just basically ghosting invented in job searching. Job searching invented ghosting because these motherfuckers will tell you they'll holler at you, and then you don't hear nothing from them. They the original ghosters, not people dating. Motherfuckers who interview are the original ghosters. If you done all wine and dine, smile, make little goofy guys and shit at each other, trying to impress each other, then the next week, why ain't you call me? How come I ain't heard from you? Do I go to the next stage? What's going on? They ghost your ass. Ghosting started with job hunting and it's spilled into the damn NFL. That's what's wrong right now. Because don't nobody talk to each other. It's supposed to be the GM's assistant or the offensive defensive coordinator let the player know what's going on. And I'm sorry, but I ain't trying to do your motherfucking dirty work. Go do that shit yourself. Unless I said bench him, cut him, you need to do it your damn self. But everybody ain't got heart like that. Well, that's the problem right there. More bitches than heart in the NFL.
True.
And the reason why I say that, you saw when Andy Dalton left the game with a concussion, right?
I did not want to bring that up, bro, but
here's the thing. He got blasted, right or wrong.
So much that he shitted his pants.
He did?
So you didn't see that Facebook from I don't know if it was Cliff that sent that.
No,
On any given check out your Any Given Sunday.
Okay. But here's the thing though. He got blasted. The Red Rocket got hit. Did you see one Cowboy run up on Duke for hitting him like that?
Not one single Cowboy.
That's what I'm saying. There's more bitches than heart in the league now.
Mm-hmm.
Same way Fitzpatrick getting benched, more bitch than heart. That's why I'm glad some of them players are showing heart. Because Fitzmagic ain't did nothing. He know he on the twilight of his career as far as being a starter. The man's already content with the fact that he know in 2-3 years I'm a backup. I'm a permanent backup. He knows right now that door is closing and he's trying to make the best of it. And they want to get two in there to sell tickets. Man, you ain't filling no arena. It's fucking Miami. Hey, y'all ain't in the Dolphins no more.
And see, that's the thing, though. That's the thing. It's like, why are you trying to worry about selling tickets when ain't nobody in the stadium this year because of the coronavirus?
No, they've been approved. They can fill their seats.
Oh, that tells me everything I need to know then.
Yeah, so they trying to sell jerseys and tickets.
That's sad.
Yeah, it is. They need to go somewhere with the bullshit.
So, here's my thing. Well, before I get to that, I know this probably won't happen, but it would be nice if Fitzpatrick went to some team in that division and just start whooping Miami's ass twice a year for a couple of years. But
he just need to go to Oakland and take David Carr's job.
Okay, David Carr is retired. Derek Carr there. Don't get on my squad, and it's Vegas, by the way.
Shows how much I can.
I don't know if you've noticed our 3 losses. It's not about the offense. It's not about the quarterback. Our offense hasn't lost us any games. Our lack of defense has lost us games.
Wait till you play us again.
I have no problem with it. I mean, if we split, we split, but at least I know
we gonna beat y'all so bad you're gonna forget you split with us.
Okay. I mean, if
what does Tampa do? 45-19? We're gonna go 55-19.
Okay, first of all, it was 45-20. And if you notice that it was 24-20 at the 11-minute mark of the fourth quarter, and then it all went wrong.
Oh, the third quarter.
No, they were going in the fourth quarter. It was 11 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, and that's when New England scored those 3 touchdowns
That's
in
when New
7
England.
minutes. No, no,
That's when
I'm
Popeye ate
sorry,
his
Tampa
spinach.
Bay. Tampa Bay, the New England of the East Coast. Yeah.
Like I said, that's when Popeye ate his spinach and just ripped off in your eyes. He got tired of playing. Giselle was like, "Hey, finish that shit. We got a dinner to go to." Got him. Boom, got him.
All
Yeah.
right. Since you want to talk Tom Brady, we're gonna have our best of list, our top 3 in we're gonna say 4 football categories, and then I'm gonna throw out another category.
Okay.
And I know I had mentioned 3 categories, but I'm gonna throw one on you at the last second. Since we're talking about TB12, who's not the greatest of all time, by the way, I want to hear your top 3 QBs of all time.
The homer will say Mahomes, but I'm not. He still got a ways to go. Peyton Manning, Drew Brees, Joe Montana.
Wow. You 2 out of 3. I've got Joe Montana, Peyton Manning, Steve Young.
Steve Young, man, he don't deserve that. Steve Young ain't did enough. And besides,
What more did he have to do?
he could have played longer. Steve Young didn't play long enough with that accolade.
Remember, Steve Young was pretty old. He had played all them years in the USFL.
Yeah, then he rolled the bench in Tampa with that retirement check. Steve Young, he didn't play enough to be top 10, in my opinion. I pick Randall Cunningham over Steve Young.
Wow. Well, you can interchange them any way you want to.
No, Steve Young, he's maybe top 20. I'm talking 15 through 20.
I wouldn't put him that low. I seen a lot of games with Steve Young. I seen him pull some shit out of his ass at the last minute of a game, and make me wonder why the hell they would consider starting Montana again anyway, which they didn't. They traded him to Kansas City.
And he dominated.
Yep, all the way into the AFC Championship game in them last 2 years. Blew
Wasn't
that
his
shit.
fault. Campbell Andrews dropped the ball. He got the alligator arms and should have took that hit in Buffalo. Fucking bitch.
All right, so we are in agreement at least to 2 of the top 3. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see how we fare on them running backs. What you got for your top 3 running backs?
Top 3 running backs of all time: Barry Sanders, Adrian Peterson. Adrian Peterson before the beating of the kid. And begrudgingly, I'll say Sweetness.
Again, we share the common denominator of having 2 of the top 3. Now, I got Walter Payton.
No,
I got Barry Sanders. You damn right. Bo Jackson coming in at number 3.
So you cannot
tell me that Adrian Peterson was better than Bo Jackson.
He was.
Everybody who everybody will tell you Bo Jackson will beat the pants off of Adrian Peterson.
He's better because he played a full season. Until Bo plays a full season.
If you look at Bo Jackson's half season numbers, his half season is better than Adrian's full season.
No, it's not. He can't tell me anything until he plays a full year. You can't do it. You just can't. It's not going to happen.
So you're going to tell me that Bo would have just played half a year and then the other half of the year his stats would have just dropped dramatically to 0?
We don't know. We don't know how he would have been used. We don't know what Bo's stamina would have been for a full season.
We're talking about a guy who never, ever needed training camp. And you talking about stamina? He just come off the baseball diamond and say, all right, give me the rock. And you talking about his stamina?
He needed training camp. He just don't know he needed training camp. He's the equivalent of a rookie that you pull him before he hit the rookie wall and tell him, we'll get him next season. You never let him hit that wall to see what he can do. Bo never hit that wall yet, so we don't know.
Bo didn't just run into the wall. He ran through the wall.
Bo will never be in my top 10 because we don't know what he could do.
The greatest cornerback in the world said Bo Jackson's the best running back in the world. Bo knows. Bo said so on Deion Sanders' show.
PC as hell. Got nothing but love for Prime, but he PC as hell because he cool with everybody. As he will say, He need to go somewhere with that junk that he talking. He know he was a better athlete. Because why? He played full seasons in the NFL. Full active season.
That's because the Atlanta Braves had already got dusted in the playoffs, so he could just go to training camp.
It ain't his fault Atlanta was trash.
The Royals were still in contention.
Hey, and that was a beautiful thing then.
And this is the prime reason why Bo is the better player.
Here we go.
Bo played for 2 rival cities. You got the Kansas City Chiefs and Royals here, the Raiders over here. The same man that y'all booed in the fall, y'all cheered for in the spring and summer. Come on, man.
That was Bo and Al being sloppy. That's all that was. They was like 2 rivalry girlfriends wanting attention. That was them being sloppy. But Bo, got nothing but love for Bo. I could never call him a top 3 because he never played a full season.
Again,
the equivalent to Bo is AP. Now, it could have been disrespectful and said Curtis Martin. Could have did that.
That would have been real disrespectful.
You know? Hey, it could have said Fred Taylor. You know, I'm just saying. Hell, I could have been real disrespectful. That could have been Frank Gore.
Damn, man. But
Yep.
hey, I give props to Curtis Martin and Frank Gore, though. Them old dudes kept it going for a long time. I mean, Gore's still going.
And I give you one better. I could have really knocked it out the ballpark and been disrespectful. I could have said Adrian James.
Okay, yeah. We all know that now. Bo way better than that. In his sleep, Bo Jackson put up more yards than Adrian James.
I'm just saying.
But since I went and said that, you know, Deion is the best cornerback ever, I'm going to throw a new one out there for you and make you think about this. Who you got for your best 3 cornerbacks? I'll give you mine first while you think about it. Yes, I got Deion in there. Numero uno. Then I got one that I know you don't have. I know you don't respect him enough because of how little time he had put in there. Darrelle Revis. I'm going to say Darrelle Revis. And then I'm going to go with an old schooler. I'm going to say Lester Hayes because he was the original shutdown corner. He is what changed wide receivers and the way they play.
Okay, first I'm going to say, I don't know who the fuck Lester Hayes is. He must play for the Raiders. I'm going to go ahead and just throw that out there. I'm going to assume he wore silver and black. I'm
going to make you look up Lester Hayes after the show then.
I don't want to say F him. I got enough trouble saying F a player, but I ain't going to say that about Lester Hayes. Out the gate, Deion's always going to be number 1. So I'm not even going to put Deion on my list. Deion's sitting next to Jesus working on playbooks. So I ain't even going to pick Deion. So I'm going to give you a top 3 Deion list. Number 1, Darrell Green. Find me another 5'8", 5'9" corner that can run a 4.2 and can cover a 6'5" like he 4'11". You won't find it because we already had it in Darrell Green.
I thought Darrell Green was a safety.
No, Darrell Green played corner.
He was a corner? Okay.
He played corner.
Okay, then I revised my list. I take out Revis and I put in Darrell Green.
Trash Island should never be in your list. I give Trash Island, I say 7 through 12. I give him 7 through 12. Number 2 on my list, he was with the Steel Curtain next go around. He played corner, safety, and then safety with Baltimore. That motherfucker Rod Woodson. That was a cold, smash mouth motherfucking corner. A little handsy, but he made your mama say, leave my son alone. He was on you so good. And then
I'll give you that. But I didn't think about him because of the safety thing.
I could be a homer on this.
Don't pick a chief.
I could be a homer, but he'd probably be more 9 or 10 on my list. So I'm going to keep it 100. And I begrudgingly say this player because of where he retired.
Charles Woodson, okay.
Champ Bailey.
Really? Champ Bailey. Champ Bailey before you pick Charles Woodson.
Look at Champ's numbers with the Redskins and look at his numbers with Denver. Champ was solid. Woods had a couple of down seasons Before, when he was with Oakland, he was killing. Then he went down, reborn in Green Bay. Then when he went back to Oakland, he shined. Little hair of difference. He's 4 on my list. Him and Champ could go either or. The only reason why I give Champ the 9 because Champ never had a down year.
Now keep in mind when he did go back to Oakland, he was a safety then.
Yeah, but I'm just saying though, he had the like 2 seasons before he went to Green Bay, he kind of is like he wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's picking hairs between Champ and Woodson. But trust me, Woodson, he's in my top 5. So I would put him at 4. And then my number 5 corner, let me see. My number 5 corner, and you should feel this, but I know you won't. He played for us, but we got him at the wrong time. His career really was over. Number 5 should be Ty Law.
Come on, Ty Law. Yeah, he had a few good seasons in New England, but let's be honest. When he came to Kansas City, his nickname should have been Toast because he got burnt a lot of times.
When he came here, he was done. But the thing with Ty Law, though, he's like Sherman and all them other ones. Sherman will be number 6 before all the San Francisco shit. Ty Law was a system corner, and he beat the shit out of that system to where you didn't want to throw at him with New England. Am I right or wrong?
You're right.
Then he went to Buffalo and balled out a little bit. Then he came here, and we was like, nigga, he ain't gonna help us, Herm. Get rid of this. He ain't helping us. So I say at 7 is when I will let Trash Island float in. I give him 7.
Yeah, you done made me rethink this. I would put Sherman before I would put Revis Island.
So I got Sherman at 6.
And it's real close. The only reason why I put Sherman up there is because of that damn soundbite. I still love it to this day.
Yeah, I put Sherman at 6, Trash Island at 7. Then at 8, let me see. Going through my Rolodex of corners. Let me think. Well, actually, if I put Dion at 1, everybody will fall down. So let's say that's 9. 10 would be Dale Carter.
Who?
So see, you know, I said the home run, yeah, Dale was dope, but he wasn't upper echelon like he should have been. You know, I still don't forget when.
Bro, did you just say Dale Carter? That's like me saying Nnamdi Asomugha. Who was better? He was better. Here's the thing. Nnamdi was cold in Oakland. When he got traded to Philadelphia, that's when he went down. They wasn't using him right.
Yeah. But like I said, Dale Carter was cool, but I still remember when he got used like a toilet paper, wet rag in that Thanksgiving game with Urban. Urban, you know, wiped his nose, his ass a few times.
Yeah.
Which was just painful to watch. You know, I don't want to see all that from Irv. Fuck him. I don't want to see all that.
Well, speaking of Irvin, we're going to round out this football list, the top 3 receivers. Who you got?
That's easy. Jerry's always number 1.
Yes, sir.
So you take Jerry off the list. You just put Jerry up in the heavens. Him and, you know, Jerry, Dion, those are the only ones that literally can just sit back and be like, we ain't got no competition. So, this is where it's tough. But I'm going to go Randy 1, T.O. 2, and my third one, Fitzgerald. And he ain't even retired yet. Fitzgerald would be 3. Harrison would be 4. So I'm going to give you 5. Now I'm an overachiever. Fitzgerald would be, like I said, Fitzgerald 3, Harrison 4. Then 5. See, the 5th one's a hard one, but it's hard, but it's not. I'm trying to think if I got the name right. You know, my 5's unconventional, but you ain't gonna like my 5. But my 5's all-around receiver, Hines Ward.
That's a good pick. That's a damn good pick. I didn't think about Hines. Your 1 through 3, since we not counting Rice, I'm in agreement with you because Rice is a given. He numero uno.
Mm-hmm.
I have a problem with your 2-man and your 3-man. I got them both, but I got them switched. I
Okay.
got T.O. before Randy Moss.
So you got T.O. as one?
Well, he's the de facto one since we not counting
Yeah.
Rice.
Because I put Randy at one.
And I put
And
T.O. at
actually,
1.
my 5, I want to switch that. Not Hines is 6. My 5, Andre Reed.
Wow, that's another one I wouldn't have thought of.
I was a huge Buffalo fan.
But if we going with the top 3,
Mm-hmm.
I also had a Colt receiver at 3, but it wasn't.
You put Reggie Wayne.
Yes, I went with Reggie Wayne. I think Reggie Wayne got him.
Their numbers are damn identical. That's what's so crazy.
Just
And
like
that
T.O. and Moss.
How cold Peyton was as a quarterback.
Man, we already know Peyton could take garbage players and make them stars. Look
If
at Pierre
Peyton had
Garcon.
defense, you know, let's say if it was a fifth, we all be drunk, yeah, whatever. If Peyton had a defense, he would be Brady before Brady was Brady.
Agreed. And I think that's why we both got Barry Sanders on the list, and neither one of us mentioned Emmitt Smith.
Because Emmitt chased the record when he went to Arizona. Emmitt should have retired and shouldn't have left Dallas going somewhere else. Arizona was just like, okay, we about to get this recognition, and you go get it as a Cardinal. There ain't one thing Emmitt's done with Arizona since he left.
Nothing, because it was all about that record.
Exactly. And when he acknowledged it as a Cowboy, not as a Cardinal.
All right, so we got one more top 3 list, but we gonna pull it out of football. I wanted to go into the fight world, so let's talk boxing. I want to know who you got as your top 3 all-time fighters. This one should be easy, the first 2. It's that third one where I think we gonna have a large difference of opinion.
I mean, ironically, I haven't seen, of course, I haven't seen all the old school ones or whatever.
And it ain't just got to be heavyweight. It could be any weight class.
What I'm saying. I know you probably got Ali on your list. He ain't on mine.
Yeah.
He ain't on mine. I ain't seen no Ali fights.
Bro.
I've seen highlights, but I ain't like seen a pound for pound. I ain't seen that. So my list, ironically, Tyson 1, Roy Jones 2, and as much as it pains me to say it, but you got to get a nigga. Well, no. My 3, Holyfield. My 4 is Money Mayweather. And then my 5 is De La Hoya.
We were almost there, bro. We were almost there. Till you said De La Hoya. Because I got
what Golden Boy did.
Yeah, you can. I can give you 2 better than De La Hoya. Sugar Ray Leonard and Thomas the Hitman Hearns. I mean, excuse me, not Hearns. I'd say Marvin Hagler. He couldn't have beat Marvin Hagler. De La Hoya would have got his ass whooped.
His reach would have kept Hagler away from him. That jab would have kept him away.
You ever see a Hagler fight? Hagler didn't care about getting hit. That was the worst thing you could do to him is hit him.
That's the thing, though. De La Hoya go jab and hit you with that overhand. And he done knocked many niggas out with that.
He wouldn't have had time.
Ask Sugar Shane. His ass got knocked out a few times with that.
Bro, have you ever seen the Marvin Hagler Hearns fight?
Yeah. Remember I had the cut from Churches. Damn, I just dated myself on that one.
So then that fight from start to finish, there were no breaks, there were no hugging, there was no holding. They was just going at it.
No, yeah, I know. I had that motherfucking cut from Churches. The Churches on 39th in Indiana that I think is still fucking there.
It is there. At least the last time I was in Kansas City driving past the highway, I know it was there.
Man,
yeah.
That motherfucker. Go get you waiting. Can I get a courtesy cup? Get that good strawberry pop.
I never did like strawberry.
Busy. Be like, I get that courtesy cup. All right, you order a BS. You like, I ain't order shit, bitch. I remember we'd be at that Churches. Then right there on the corner was like a little mom and pop little store. Go in that motherfucker, all kind of shit. That's crazy. Like, I don't even care or fuck with Churches anymore. But as a kid, I was on Churches like a motherfucker. On 39th in Indiana, then when moms moved on 39 off 40th in Charlotte, I go to the one on 40th and Truth. Me and little brother. Friday, we ain't got shit to do. No, we ain't at that age where we can just come and go as we please. Moms give us $20. Man, we go to churches, get a 20 piece of wings and a box of fries. Just be playing the game, eating wings and fries, playing Madden or something with each other.
See, now I want to know, since I'm on this top 3 list, you done brung up churches.
Yeah.
You said you don't fuck with churches no more.
It's just trash.
What's your top 3 chicken then?
If I'm going out right now, I'm going to a chicken place. Are we talking fast food or restaurant?
You can mix them both in, you know.
Okay. So I'm not a Wingstop person. I'm not. I don't care for Wingstop. You know, if I got to, I will. But if I can do something else, I'm something else. I'll go to the motherfucking Peanut, get some pterodactyl wings, because them bitches are huge. And I was living in Kansas. I know you probably went there a few times. So I go to the Peanut. We'll go to Wild Wings before they start getting dietary wings.
They still good.
The third one, right now, I say the third place I'm fucking with is over here by me off 103rd, the Well. Next time you come in town, we need to go grab a bite over there and have a drink. You know, the Well over 103rd off State Line. Can't go wrong.
Hey, you know what? I'm going to give you my 3, and it's going to be interesting. I'm going to go in reverse order.
Okay.
Number 3, I still have an affinity to KFC, simply because it was one of my first jobs when I was in high school, and we used to eat that shit for free.
Really, bitch? You want to song and dance if it was your first job? You want me to dim the light so you can two-step with a wing? Oh, I know you live around a bunch of white people. KFC. Ain't no nigga in his life say no damn KFC. Keep going, motherfucker. Keep going.
You just expected me to say Popeyes. Fuck you.
I get another co-host, I swear.
B-Dubs is in there at number 2.
So we agreement on that.
Yeah. Number 1, never had to pay for in my life either. My mama's chicken.
That was low blow.
In the world.
Well, see, for me, it was my dad's. My dad got down with the fried chicken. He could get down with that shit. I don't know if he put crack on it when he wasn't doing crack or whatever, but that shit would hit. But the low key chicken that hits, like Popeyes would be 4 on my list. But the low key chicken that hit that people sleep on, motherfucking Walmart bag chicken that they deli, that shit slaps.
Yeah, you right. That rotisserie chicken.
Or the bag chicken, the wings, the strips, whatever.
No, they got that rotisserie chicken. I forgot
the
about
rotisserie slaps too. But I just remember I used to be in grandma, niggas be sick. Like, man, I need to sweat. Be like, man, go to Walmart, get that chicken, get that hot and spicy. That shit be good. You be sweating like a motherfucker. That shit slaps.
Yeah, but anybody who's from my hood, when I grew up, if you ever ate at our house and you caught us on a week where Mama made chicken, everybody know Mama made chicken like Bubba Gump made shrimp. She could fry it, she could bake it, she could do whatever she want to that chicken. She made hella chicken.
She made miracles every Thanksgiving.
Damn right. All right. So
damn chicken, you sorry bitch. Damn.
Hey, you're welcome.
God damn it, that shit all frozen in my freezer. Shit.
Well, you better put the microwave on defrost, or you're gonna have a long wait. Go to Walmart.
I ain't left the house at all day. I ain't going no fucking where.
Yes, it's a little nippy out there. Just a little nippy out there.
I'm too well as fired up as I am today after that bullshit. I could walk and the shit would just melt as I'm walking.
Man, who you telling? It's been a crazy ass week.
Man,
it's only Tuesday.
That's what makes it so bad. Yeah, we're recording on Tuesday. People want. It's only 2 days in. It's already been fucked up. Just so fucked up.
So as we near the end of another fun show, you got anything you want to add to everybody today?
No, we're not done yet.
We've been talking for more than an hour. You slipping in your old age.
Hey, they can listen or not listen. They can stop listening. Shit.
Hey, everybody ignore that because we want viewers and we want listeners.
Yeah, what the fuck he said? Okay, you didn't answer the Bo Jackson question. Do you literally think he could average 300-400 yards a game?
Yeah, I mean, you can ask anybody. You damn right.
What makes you think he could do that?
Because Bo didn't run around you, he ran through you. He don't give a damn about no pencil thin D back. You going down.
So you telling me
It
the
was a
Chris
different game
Jones?
back then.
Here's the thing. So you put him in today's game.
First of all, Chris Jones wouldn't have caught him. So
No,
we ain't got to worry about that. You ain't got to worry about that. Who's going to be out there? Your
Here's the
defensive
thing.
back.
So you telling no, we ain't talking about defensive backs.
Bo Jackson never got hit behind the line. Never. So we ain't worried about the line. Forget about the line.
That's where you wrong. The game changed. Back then, everybody was 3-4s. So he had hella lanes to run through. Everybody now was a 4-3 or a 5-5. You know that. So, or a 4-4, 4-3 or 4-4. Here's the thing. You telling me if you got an Aaron Donald or a Chris Jones or a Loey Nada, he's just running through both them motherfuckers like it's nothing.
Asterisk. See Brian Bosworth.
But they ain't no bitch like him. He was a bitch and you know it.
He talked all that shit and got carried in the end zone. Carried in the end zone.
Man.
When you got a 6'4", 220-pound running back pick you up and take you in the end zone and say, all right, you want to hit me? We both going in.
Yeah, he needs a bottle, put his baby ass to sleep. But you get what I'm saying. So
I do get what you're saying, but here's the deciding factor right here. And this is what I was telling you earlier today. Too many of these running backs run one or two plays and then go to the sidelines. Bo was a different kind of guy like that. He's like, hey, if you're going to be here for 4 downs, I'm going to be here for 4 downs. Ain't no need to go to the sideline.
My thing is, Bo couldn't catch.
I'll give you that. He rarely caught passes out of the backfield.
So therefore, 3rd down, he's on the bench.
But you didn't have to worry about 3rd and long with Bo in there.
Now, I'll give you, he may cut the 3rd and long down. I'll give that to you. I give you that one. But at the same time, I don't see Bo being that big. I'll give Bo 1,200-yard rusher at best.
Hey, Bo was like Derrick Henry with talent.
Derrick Henry got talent.
Derrick Henry's just a big overgrown child.
No, his line has to get him to the 2nd level. That's when he takes over from there. Now, I will say Bo probably have a stiff arm like Derrick Henry, possibly. But I don't. Derrick Henry, if he can't get to the 2nd level, he's easy. But the thing is, you see J.J. Watt, not that it was T.J. Watt, took a page out of Kansas City's book. Even though he finished with, it was like, 16 carries, 75 yards, Watt, every time he made a tackle on him behind, he did like Frank Clark. He came from a side angle to where he couldn't see him, and he went straight at the legs below the knees to where he wrapped him, and he couldn't go nowhere. When they showed the highlights, I can't believe, look what TJ's doing. I was like, looks familiar. We've seen it. But of course, we don't get no respect because we're hated. It's cool. You know?
But if you look at how big Derrick Henry is, if you notice, his legs aren't that big.
He's top heavy.
Yeah. It's not the same with Bo. Bo had some damn tree trunks for legs.
Yeah, but at the same time, what you fail to realize,
you ain't gonna wrap him up.
The athlete now is bigger than then on defense.
Yeah.
So therefore, Bo's not gonna dominate like people think. Because if you're on a legit defense, you got one big player at the 2 front levels. Now the corners, they always gonna be small. You only got a couple that are crazy, like Ed Reed, Troy Pollard, Bobby Sanders, Honey Badger. I kind of put him in that. You only got a couple that's gonna want to throw their body around. Oh boy, Seattle can't get back in the league. You only got a handful of them. Roy Williams when he was with the Cowboys or the Bengals. you only got so many that's going to be throwing their body out there to make a tackle on the running back his side. But if you have a legit defense, you have a big nose tackle, you have a big either middle linebacker or left or right linebacker to where they go tag team them. That's why I'm like, Bo may do something, but he's not going to do a lot. The most I give him is 12, maybe 1,300 on a good season. But he's not going to tear the league up like something we've never seen before. He would never get 2,000.
Bro,
He's not going to be on the field enough.
he damn near hit $1,000 off of half a season, and you saying he's only good for 1,300? Really?
He only hit the ground for half a season on smaller defense. They're not small like that in today's current game. They may not have a heart, but they're big. So it's all about who's going to stand up to him. And you know, the more you play, the more you get used to. And here's the thing. After watching that Pittsburgh game, Steelers defense had heart. Want to be old boy from Buffalo. So whenever he was running, everybody was coming low. Excuse me. Everybody was coming under his arm because they didn't want to get stiff arm. They didn't want to be that highlight, so therefore they got hard. Let Bo say embarrass somebody week 2. From that moment on, ain't nobody gonna let that to happen because they don't want to be the next highlight reel or the next motherfucking poster. We ain't heard from Josh Norman at all. He the one that got disrespected. I was trying not to say his name, but I had to say it. We ain't heard from him at all.
But here's the thing.
Nobody said he's still alive.
Here's the thing. This is one more reason why I would go with Bo, because as good as Derrick Henry's been these last few years, he's one-dimensional. And if you told me, Rick, you can have Derrick Henry on your squad right now or Marshawn Lynch, I'm taking Marshawn.
Yeah.
It's no question that. And here's the reason why. Marshawn is a violent runner.
Yeah.
And that's what I want.
But see the thing though, you say one-dimensional, like Bo ain't one-dimensional. Bo's one-dimensional.
Nah, Bo had speed and size. He had speed and size.
I give you the speed. His size was, in today's game, Bo's size would be average compared to the linebackers. He'd have to outrun them. But remember,
it's still above average compared to running backs.
Well, see, we're not talking about, he's not running against running backs. He's running against the defense. So fuck all them other running backs. It's about the defense he's going up against.
But you have to look at the running backs too, because if little 5'0" 200-pounders are getting 1,500 yards a season, 6'4", 220 is guaranteed to get 1,500 or more.
No, it's not, because see, by his size and the way he runs, it's gonna be in the defensive book. We game tackle him. The little Mighty Mouse ass running back, one of y'all should be able to tackle him. You know the players should do what they told. So they go, because we got game tackle this one, but we can one hand him. Okay. It's like Hilaire. It was in the book. Hey, you can one hand tackle him. At these past 2 games when we got Bell, you think you can one man tackle him now? You know what I'm saying? You see in that game, people came double teaming. And all that's going to do is open up more shit. Bo will help the offense overall, but Bo's not going to dominate the season. I just can't see it. I don't see it happening. I think that's one we're not going to see eye to eye on because, unfortunately, you're a Ro Jackson fan. I don't know why.
Do I need to send you some highlights? Do I need to send you some highlights? Because here's what I want to do. I want to send you some highlights, and then on next week's show, I want you to say, "Yeah, I looked at the highlights," and you can even say, "Yeah, I haven't seen anything to change my mind," or you can be like, "Damn, you might have a point there." You ain't got to totally agree with me, but I want you to say, "Damn, you might have a point there." I don't agree with you, but you might have a point there.
I realize I could be better than Bo. Okay, I can do that. I can do that.
I didn't say that shit.
Bo got 3 touchdowns. One thing I want to share before we get off here. Something you should do. Don't cost you nothing. Funny as fuck. Well, it costs you, but it don't cost you. You know, I said I'm always watching Kev on stage on YouTube or whatever.
Right.
This past Friday, I actually took the time to watch his comedy special. Every 2 to 3 weeks, he does every 2 weeks, I want to say. Since the pandemic, I say around June maybe. He's been doing comedy shows. It's called Keep Your Distance Social Comedy Tour or whatever.
Okay.
Although the tour lightly because they don't go anywhere. And what it is, he has his own studio or whatever, but he does a comedy show outside. And the way everything, if you're outside, you're supposedly safe or whatever. And it's like 5, 6 comedians. And I watched it this past Friday. And the thing is, you pay either $15 or $22. But if you use a code, you get like $3 off. So with tax and everything, I ended up paying like $14 or whatever. And it lasts for about an hour and a half. Mm-hmm. So you got to think about right there, you're already getting your money's worth. You got like 5 to 7 comedians, and he hosting, and you paying roughly $15. And the thing about it is, you have the link for 24 hours before they did it. But he just added the scheme this past week to where if you pay like 22, you had a link for 48 hours and watch it as much as you want. Bro, when I tell you it was funny as hell, I'm laughing the whole damn time, nonstop.
Wait, what streaming service is it on?
YouTube.
Oh, so it is on YouTube. Okay.
Yeah. So it's like they send a link to your email after you buy it. You click on the link, and they'll let you know once it goes live. Basically, it comes on, by being in California, 9 o'clock is when it goes live or whatever. And like after being out, Kaylee's game Friday, being that cold, came home, they ate. I'm sitting there watching that, dying, laughing, eating. So I watched it again the next day before we went to the soccer game Saturday. Sent the link to my mom since I had it for 24 hours. She said she was dying laughing watching it while she was cooking. Bro, it was funny. Every 2 weeks he has a different set of comedians because he said what he's trying to do is he's trying to create content and make money. Because I think when it's all said and done, he's trying to get his own network going, but he wants content on the network. Because we haven't touched on Quibi. Quibi went under.
Wow, I did not know that.
Quibi's no more.
That was fast.
The thing is, Quibi raised $2.7 billion. Spent all this money paying for content that I don't think they had yet, but was coming. It was free for 30 days or whatever. Then after that, it was $5.99. And when they first started, they had decent amount of people. So they had about 300,000 people. When the free time was up, guess how many people stayed?
No, not that many, I bet.
72,000.
Ooh, damn.
So you went from roughly, I think they said they had about maybe 300,000, 350,000 people. 30 days was up. All of them canceled but 72. We see the problem with Quibi. You had Kevin Hart's movie. People watched it, liked it to where they greenlighted him a sequel to the movie. I believe it was Quibi that movie was on that he had. And their whole thing was giving you shows, giving you TV in bite size. Everything's 2 minutes long, 3 minutes long. Kind of like a IG type situation or whatever. Like that video I sent you last night. Although that was one of the extended ones. But I watched this shit again. That shit was hilarious. Just on the sidebar. Hey, y'all watch Scenario. Go to his page and watch this one about, was it Keep Your Girl in Line or whatever? That shit was hilarious. But getting back to Quibi. So Quibi, I don't think they had content. And so the thing with Kev on stage, when I rewatched the video, it said he had 14,750 views. 14,000 views? And it's counting when you watch it that one time. So you got 14,000 views and say on average $13 a pop. You know how much fucking money that was?
A lot.
And he was like, once he pays everybody everything needs to get paid, he reinvested back in. Like, I'm pretty sure he takes something for himself too or whatever. You got to pay yourself. But still, you put that back in. I think he's using that to where he's trying to make sure that when he launches whatever, because he's doing something. When he launches, he want to make sure he has consistent content to where people have something to watch every day. That's I think Quibi's biggest downfall is there was nothing to watch every day. Because the thing with Netflix, even if we say we don't want to watch something, there's still something on Netflix to watch, right or wrong.
There is.
You know what I'm saying?
And
Even
that's
with
the Achilles
Hulu,
heel of most of these streaming
yeah,
services. Hulu got a gang of stuff.
yeah.
But for every Netflix and Hulu, there's an Apple TV. Then ain't got shit.
Yeah, then you got, as I said, it was like Apple TV had more subscribers than them. Hell, even with Disney, it was like Disney had more subscribers. Then it was like also with Disney, you can get Hulu and ESPN for a couple dollars more. So it's like Quibi, you know, striking the miss. Just like with them putting Lil Rel over, or the African name station or whatever, he's over black programming. He got an uphill battle because you got to get those subscribers up.
Yeah, you got to have a shitload of content, and that's what they're saying right now is the Achilles heel for HBO Max. They don't have shit.
That's why I think they're gonna roll a lot of stuff from HBO to that. A lot of stuff is on the HBO. What's gonna happen? A lot of stuff on HBO now is gonna get rolled to HBO Max.
What's gonna happen is they are depending on this Zack Snyder Justice League thing to get them more subscribers.
And I'm pretty sure it'll do what it needs to do in some regards.
But it's just a miniseries. After it's over, what's next? You know,
they'll find something. They go string it. They go string it.
See, because the only reason why I have Apple TV, I bought an iPad and it came with 1 year free of Apple TV. So, you know, come June, I'm probably gonna cancel the shit because I don't want to pay for it.
And I saw season 1 of The Mandalorian. I think it's on Hulu now.
Yeah.
But it makes sense because Disney's intertwined with Hulu.
Side note, everybody, season 2 does begin on the 30th. So here we go.
I don't give a shit.
I know you don't, but damn it, that's a good show. For everybody except for Kevin that's in the right state of mind, if you haven't checked out The Mandalorian, whether you like Star Wars or not, that's a good ass show. Watch
you know what? This is what I'll do. Thursday, because I don't care for the Thursday night football game. If it's on Hulu, like I believe it is.
Is there a game Thursday?
This Thursday. Yeah, it's a game Thursday.
Who's playing?
Let me see. Let me see if I can pull it up. Damn phone be moving shit around. Who plays this Thursday for Thursday night football?
There are 30 people in the cast of Thursday Night Football.
I didn't ask you about the cast.
3. Chris Collinsworth, and Joe Buck.
See, that's why your ass needs Siri. That's the best way to get this shit right.
Look, Siri.
Whatever. Hey Siri, who plays Thursday Night Football this week? Which 2 teams?
The Falcons in Carolina, bitch.
See, Siri got the shit right.
I already said it. Siri heard me talking.
Fuck your Google Assistant.
That was just Google. I ain't have should ask Quibi. Quibi old English foreign sounding motherfucker like that in Transformer, that one robot, that's Quibi. Yeah, so I'd say if it's on Hulu, I need to check and see. I'm gonna start watching.
Remember, it's 8 episodes, so you know it'll go by pretty fast. They're only 30 minutes each.
I'm gonna start watching Thursday so I can just see what it's about. I'm trying to think of anything else, but yeah, basically Quibi, I think I put a lot of people on notice, and a lot of platforms are gonna delay launching to make sure they don't have a Quibi outcome. That's one thing Kev on stage because he did a video and he was just like, I don't have the money these networks got. He's like, so I need you guys to get your tickets so I can give you the content you say you want because I'm reinvesting this. He said, I don't have $1 gazillion like Netflix and everybody else. He said, Quibi had 2.7 and folded. He said, can I get 7? He was like, but I mean, he made all sense in the world. They said 2 people raised that 2.7. I'm like, did they really raise it or did they just do it as a tax write-off?
Never know. Now, I tell you what about these streaming services, they are trying to pull the rug out from under the seats of these movie theater chains.
Oh, movie theater's dead.
Yeah, movies are constantly getting pushed. The James Bond movie got pushed from April to November, and now it's pushed to April of next year.
Nobody wants to see
And
it.
here's the thing. Netflix and Apple went to MGM and said, "We'll pay you for it." And they were like, "Really? How much? Name your price." The people at MGM said 600 million.
They tripping.
Yeah, that's the same thing that Netflix and Apple thought, and they said no dice. They were thinking they were going to say two to 300 million.
They tripping on that price too.
Not really, and let me tell you why. Netflix has bought a couple movies for around 100 million. You just said that they paid 125 million, was it, for the Eddie Murphy movie? So 1 to 200 million.
Yeah,
That's average.
Amazon did.
Amazon, okay, yeah. So that's average for them. But the reason why MGM said no to less than 300 million for the Bond movie, they know that Skyfall brought in $1 billion, and it was only like 650, 700 million for Spectre, but still, they know they're gonna make theirs. So all they have to do is say 600 million. That's about right for them. Why ask for anything less when you know you're gonna make more? Now they rolling the dice because if these theaters aren't open again in April, then Netflix or Apple or whoever can come back and they can lowball it and say, you wanted 6, now we just gonna say 5. Or they can go lower than that. Sooner or later, the shit's got to come out. Marvel has been sitting on Black Widow for damn near a year now, and we ain't seen that yet. Difference is, if they want to break down and do it, they've got their own streaming service at Disney, so they ain't got nothing to worry about. But they are desperately trying to hold on for these movie theater companies. Like you said, though, it's getting real dark for these theater chains. And I'm gonna be honest with you, a lot of these big namers, like the AMC and the Dickinson theaters and all them, if we get to April and there are no movies playing because the pandemic is still here, they going straight out of business. You can forget that.
Might be ever go out of business. This pandemic ain't going nowhere no time soon. They're talking about another wave coming. You dealing with that right now.
Yes, I can't believe that this week we've gone to remote learning at the school, and obviously I'm there because I'm quote unquote essential personnel. And I don't know how you can be essential and expendable at the same time, but I digress. But yeah,
You be
it's
used to that
crazy.
by now. You're a Raiders fan.
How do I get shitted on by somebody that we just beat? But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Yeah. I guess we can wrap this up. Yeah, I don't think it was anything else. That was it. That was all that I had.
Hey, I do got one more thing I want to
Go
close
right
out
ahead.
with. If you haven't already, everybody out there, please make sure that you vote. I'm not even about taking a side right now, even though Biden. But just vote. Do your research. Find out who you feel comfortable with, and just vote. Don't do nothing. That's the worst thing you can do, is do nothing. And what's that saying? If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. Well, we done spent 4 years falling for shit, so now it's time to make a stand. Everybody, we got 7 days till election day. Get out there and vote.
That's right. What, next Tuesday?
Yes, it is.
It's not how cold it is.
I had a mail-in ballot. I'm done. I voted.
I should have did that. I don't know why I didn't. I agree with Richard. Please, if you can, go vote. Let your voice be heard. Just come from somebody that's a political science major or degree holder, I should say. Do what you got to do to be patriotic, whatever you consider that to be. If you want to vote for Trump, vote for Trump. Just do what you feel you need to do. Vote who you feel you should vote for. Don't let nobody dictate your vote. So just my main thing is show that blacks vote. Find out where you're supposed to go vote at. Know where your polling spot is, and make sure your license or ID is current so you don't get turned away. So find out where you're going to vote. Make sure your form of ID is up to date and vote. I don't give a fuck who you vote for. Do those two things so you can vote and show that blacks vote. Because at some point in life, we got to stop being discounted and disregarded, and we need to start being counted and held accountable for the right things, not the bullshit on who shot Meg the Stallion or who was the better sponsor, Tupac or Biggie. Shit like that don't matter.
Pac.
Deal with the shit that matters.
Yes, I got one more thing to piggyback off of that. If you are one of those people like, I don't want to vote, I ain't gonna make it in time. If you get there, the polls have to
They
let you
have to
vote.
let you vote.
Yes, so don't worry about what time you get. If you get there, they got to let you vote, so your vote will count.
Exactly. I guess I ain't got enough. All I'll say is I'm gonna do a little rant real quick because I'm surprised Richard didn't that. Well, I understand why Richard didn't that, but I'll go and share it with y'all. Y'all know I'm out there still searching for a gig at 9 to 5, 11 to 7, wherever the fuck I can find and give me a dime and have a good time. You know, trying to make that happen. And I had an interview last week, did good. Late, and this I ain't share with you, Richard. She started off the interview was like, "Hey, Kevin, excuse me if my doctor's office calls. I have to take this call, and I will call you back in 3 to 5 minutes. I gotta take the doctor's office call because I'm currently pregnant, and I go on maternity leave next week. So you've already taken the professionalism out of the conversation, and you talk to me as if I'm someone you know. So I got told I was too casual in the interview. How the hell is that possible when you open the interview like that? But I guess when I say to you, I hope your doctor calls, you're not waiting, and congrats on your birth, and your birth of your child or whatever. And then I jokingly say to her, make sure you take an extra week so I can work one more week. Because I'm covering her for maternity leave. Ain't shit I said there wrong. I'm keeping it the same way you kept it. But I just wonder, did you fuck me because you was afraid I might take your job? I'm not the one that chose working for a company that's out of Australia and based in Memphis and Kansas City. Because I'm pretty sure you're remote in Memphis and there's more people in Kansas City than Memphis. Not my fault. Don't fuck me trying to keep your job. So people, if you out there and you interviewing or whatever, don't say no bullshit like it was too casual of an interview. It was over the fucking phone. I'm in my room like I am now. Door closed. Oh, you can see my door is open. But door closed, handling business. How in the fuck is that too casual? I will not get it. I will not understand it. I'm still irritated by it. And I still have nothing but love for the lady. I hope she has a good pregnant, delivery and she enjoys her time away from work. Part of me feels like you did that bullshit because you felt like I was gonna take your job. I didn't want your job unless they was gonna do temp to hire. If that was a possibility, that ain't my fault. Holler at your job because they should have been had your replacement. You want to tell me you got her to make a rush decision because you're going maternity leave next week. So who dropped the ball? You or them?
To this day, I've never heard. I've heard many reasons for being turned down for a job, but never because it was too casual.
So I'm just like, bro, I'm trying not to be frustrated. I'm so frustrated. Trying not to be irritated, but I'm so irritated. Trying to stay focused, but I feel like I'm that the fuzz at 3 in the morning when the TV cut out back in the day because nothing was coming on. I'm trying not to get there, but right now it's like that picture you posted with dude with the world on his back. That's how I feel right now, and I'm barely on my knees trying to stand up because that was like the straw that broke the camel's back on that one. I'm like, you can't be fucking serious. Sadly, she was motherfucking serious.
Yeah.
But just people, if you out there hiring and firing people, give legit reasons. Don't give whole shit like that. That was some real whole shit. That was the biggest form. That was my what the fuck of the week. I don't think nothing's gonna top that. That is right there is my what the fuck of the week.
Well, as I end the show, like I say to everybody out there at the end of every show, this one's really directed towards you, Kev. Stay positive, stay blessed, because it's gonna happen.
I'm gonna do my best. But as we're done for the day, we got that trap game Sunday against them Jets. I'm not looking forward to it, but I think Bell's gonna fire them up to where we might put up 75. It might be 75 to -10. You know the final score, because they got so many negative yards. They go just start taking points away from them. They gonna be like -900, passing yards and shit or whatever. But all jokes aside, if Dirty Dan and Honey Badger bring that physicality again like they did this past week, the Jets is over. They need to play that every week. Because Dirty Dan was knocking motherfuckers out. There was no Lynch learned to shut the fuck up talking to Dan. Because you see he laid his ass the fuck out. Lynch learned the hard way. Jets, don't be the next ones to learn the hard way. And on that note, the home of the
Raiders.
world champion. Nah, ain't no Raiders. Them motherfuckers ain't been champions of anything. Except for that toilet bowl they call a stadium. World champion Chiefs. Oh, real quick. Yeah, I see you scratching your nose. How do you feel to know that Vegas, the Rebels, are going to have people in your stadium before you had your fans in the stadium?
That's fine with me.
I would be fine with
because I couldn't get there this year. I want to be amongst the first Raider fans in the stadium. So I'll see you next year.
You're not, because at some point
they keeping it warm for us.
They're going to let people in there this season because of that. I'm pretty sure of that. That's going to blow up in their face.
No, and I will say this. Let's say we make the playoffs. They might. And I'm good with that. I can wait till next year, though.
Yeah, hey, we definitely going next. We going. Once we find out when, we definitely going, so I can make you buy me a $30 beer as we whoop y'all ass.
Okay, first of all, that's not going to happen. Second of all, I'd be glad to buy you beer because we'd be chilling in Vegas for a weekend.
Yeah.
We'll make that happen.
Ain't no tailgating going to be happening in that motherfucker.
Because as we sip on them beers, I'm going to say, hey, remember last year when I was sipping on that six-pack that you had to buy me because we made the playoffs? Or if you don't remember it conveniently, do you remember that bottle that you had to give me because we got 11 wins?
Y'all ain't getting 11 wins.
We only need 8 to go.
Y'all ain't getting it.
Cleveland, San Diego, Denver, Atlanta, the Jets, the Colts, the Chargers again, the Dolphins, the Broncos. Tell me which one we gonna lose.
Y'all losing both to the Chargers. Atlanta go fluck around and beat y'all by accident.
Oh, never has a man told so tall tales.
And you know you losing to us. So
you notice I didn't mention y'all. I didn't mention y'all.
That right there is 4 losses. So that
12-4, I'll take it. 12-4, I'll take it.
No, that ain't happening. Then y'all might be ones fuck around lose to the Jets. No, that ain't happening, y'all. Y'all, you know what? Just for pure enjoyment for me and to piss you off, y'all will finish fucking 10-6. You'll miss the bottle by 1 game.
That would make me sick. I would be sick to be so close.
I'll gladly get you that punk ass 6-pack.
Ain't that just like my year? Ain't that just like the way my year is going?
Yeah.
We finished 10-6 and lose to the Broncos at the end of the year.
Sadly, I can see that happening. That'd be when
Gruden arrests the starters because we made the playoffs. I'll be like, no, Chucky, no.
That's what I'm anticipating. The last 2 games of the season, if y'all got a wild card locked up, John's gonna put it in neutral because y'all ain't even been there before. Ain't nobody on y'all team touched the playoffs.
And I'm not gonna lie, we're not gonna risk Derek Carr breaking his leg this time.
That's what I'm saying. He gonna put that shit in neutral, and that's gonna fuck you over. And then therefore, I'm only in the hole of 6-pack.
Man,
I even get you a tall can 6-pack.
I'm gonna need us to play for the last playoff spot for the last day of the season, just so that we can win. I want several teams to have 10 wins. I want several teams to have 10 wins. We need number 11.
You seen how the separation's been happening? That ain't gonna happen. You can hang that one up.
That's true. But you can look and tell we about to make the playoffs. The hard
It's
part
gonna
of our
be-
season's over.
Cleveland has a chance to make the playoffs. It's still early.
Cleveland won't make the playoffs.
Well,
They got to go
sadly,
through
though,
Pittsburgh and Baltimore.
they still have a legit chance to make it
Well, it's
because
a
of the
good thing.
fact.
It's a good thing there's 7 playoff teams this year instead of 6.
That's what I'm saying. They have a chance to make it because of how they started out.
Yeah.
But only time will tell. But I said, people, we'll end it here. Y'all have had enough. Be easy, my brother. Enjoy the cold field evening. Pray about being a Raiders fan because one day you will wake up and join the heavenly kingdom.
No, I'm gonna pray about us getting 11 wins so that I can get drunk that night. And
Because hey, you know me.
for the hair of the dog the next day, that's that 6-pack.
On that note, holla at your boy, but don't yell.
Later, everybody.